What's up, YouTube fans? Today we're going to be unboxing and taking a look at the Yolopark Transformers 1 AMK series Bumblebee, Optimus Prime, Elita-1, and Megatron. So these were sent to me by Dr. Diecast. Thanks for allowing me to take a look at your copy. And I really liked the movie. I enjoyed it a lot. So I was excited to take a look at these figures. We did take a look at the Blockies Transformers 1 figures. Those were really cool. And now we're taking a look at these. They're somewhat of a similar scale, at least these are. We also have the AMK Pro, the bigger ones. Actually, I'm not sure if they're AMK Pro. They're just AMK, but they're 20 centimeter. These are 12.5 centimeter. So we'll take a look at that set as well in another review. So I'm going to get started. We'll unbox each one, build it, and then review it, and then move on to the next one. All right, so here's how it comes packaged. And you do get instructions, which it's very simple construction, but here's the features and articulation. On this side, it shows you how to put it together. Relatively simple and straightforward, so you don't really need these. But here's how it looks like. When I opened this, some of the parts went flying, so you may have to put them back. Here's what it looks like. And let's just get building. So we'll grab the torso and the crotch. Looks like that's the back. And let's build his legs. Here's your foot. And we'll get this in here. There you go. Get this together. Very simple construction, it looks like. Get that in there. There's one leg. So let's get the other one. All right, now that we got his legs together, let's take care of arms. So it looks like we have his shoulder piece here. And I think this might go on the inside. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like this attaches here. Then we'll give him a hand. I'll just give him fist for now. Looks like the ball joint just attaches there. And there's his arm. So let's do the other one. All right, and last but not least, we have the head, which a little trouble getting out of here, but looks like it just pops on the ball joint. And then we get a bonus parts here. We get the jetpack and the actual cog there. All right, so let's take a quick look at this guy. I think I just knocked his backpack off. He has some nice silver paint, a little bit of orange there. It looks like metallic blue paint, but I think it's just the color of the plastic because I can see swirly, a little bit of swirl in there. So they put a nice metallic blue color into the plastic, which is nice. Got smokestacks there on the back. You got his backpack. We do have an option part here. We can swap that out. So you can have that look. I think that looks nice. You also get his cog, but it doesn't, you can't put it in there. I think you can just hold it. So it doesn't have all that much use, but they did give that to you. Let's go over his articulation. Head's on a ball joint, goes up to there, down to there, side to side, rotates around. Shoulders on a ball joint. Looks like there's a hinge here to get the shoulder up to there. A little bit of butterfly joint due to the ball joint. Rotation at the bicep. Double jointed elbow gets a full bend. Rotation at the wrist. It's on a ball joint, so you get a little bit in and out as well. Rotation at the waist. I'm just checking. No ab crunch on this one. There are hip skirts here. You can move those out of the way. The leg can kick up to there, back to there, out to the side. And since it's a ball joint, you get a little bit of butterfly, but you also get a rotation. Not butterfly. thigh rotation, but you also get a thigh rotation here around this. Here's the back. You have a 90-degree bend at the knee. Nice cover piece comes out as you bend the knee, but I think this should have been double jointed, but 90-degree bend. The feet are on a ball joint, so forward and backward, side to side, and a rotation on that ball joint. Next, we'll take a look at Megatron. Here's how he comes packaged. I'm just going to show the instructions one more time, but there's really no need. It's relatively simple. Looks like this one has a cover plate that goes on top, so maybe you can get the cog in on this one. Let's see if he comes with a cog. And here's the other side. Okay, he does come with a cog. Alright, let's get him built. Alright, that's pretty easy. Nice tight ball joints there for the legs. Here's the cog. Let's see if... I mean, it looks like you can put it in, so I'm not sure. Let's see. Let's see if this fits. Again, it's chest plate. No, it doesn't quite fit. So I think it's not meant to go in. Oh, there's a space there. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure if you're meant to put it in or not. But I'm going to get this attached. Just give it a nice squeeze. It has to peg in all the way. And then on the back, you can use this plate for now. We'll take that off and show you the backpack later. And then we'll get that attached here. It's got some long legs. So this is going to go here. Then on the outside, we can attach this panel. Make up his forearm. And then we can attach a hand. I'll put a fist on here. Does have a nice Megatronus logo. And that goes on there. Last but not least, let's get his head on there. All built up without his cog. Nice silver paint on these panels. Red paint, a little bit of blue. Nice logo there, yellow eyes. And then gunmetal for the helmet. Here's the back. He does come with... Something is rattling in here. It's quite irritating. Here we go. I think I got it now. Okay. On the back, we can take off this panel and give him his jetpack as well. And I do think that looks nice. No weapons here. Like I mentioned, he does have the cog, but I'm not sure if... I guess you can put it in there. I don't know. It rattles around. You can't put it in there. And he does come with some alternate hands. I forgot to mention the ones on the Optimus. But you get the pointing hand. You get an open hand. Expressive. It just got a little bit of silver paint on it. So it looks nice. It looks good. Let's go over the articulation. Head is on a ball joint, goes down to there, up to there, side to side, rotates around. Shoulders on a ball joint. Same kind of hinge that we had with Optimus, although it doesn't go as high. It goes basically up to there. A little bit of butterfly on that ball joint. Rotation at the bicep. Double jointed elbow gets the full bend. Wrists are on a ball joint, so they can rotate, go in and out, up and down. Rotation at the waist. No ab crunch. No hip skirts on this one. Let's take out the cog. Legs kick up to there, back to there, out to the side. Rotation at the thigh. Yes. Rotation at the thigh. At the ball joint and at the lower thigh. So you can do it either way. This one has a double jointed knee here and here. So that works pretty nicely. So unlike Optimus, you get double joints here. Nice knee piece there. Feet are still on a ball joint, so forward and backward, side to side, and a rotation at the foot. All right, next we'll take a look at Bumblebee. Looks like this. Quick look at the instructions. similar construction. Although the arms have 2 pieces now. And he comes with the same thing, jetpack and cog. Let's get it built. There you go. And I guess the back has a piece of armor as well. And it looks like it pegs together. So you kind of can't get it wrong if you get it pegged in correctly. Let's see. There we go. So it should look like that. Take the foot, get that pegged in, and there's our leg. So let's go ahead and build the other one. Looks like it's already pretty straightforward. And we'll get the torso. Here's what that looks like. That pegged in. And I was like, here are the arms. We've got shoulder blade, elbow, and then we got a forearm piece, so we got to make sure we get this right. There we go. And then we'll get this one on the inside. Same thing, match up the pegs. And then let's give that a squeeze. And then we'll give him a hand. And there you go. Alright, let's go ahead and give him the other arm. So we'll just put his head on there, and then we'll take a look. Alright, so there's B-127. Nice silver and black paint on the head. Not much else for paint. Most of it's just detail. A little bit of yellow on the hands. A little bit of silver back here. Speaking of back here, we get a jetpack. Just like the others, we can pull off his backpack piece. This one's a little bit harder to pull out, so I recommend a spudger to pop that up. Oops, that one flying. And then you can plug that in. And again, I like the look of these jetpacks, so I think I'd prefer to display them with, but you can do either way. You also get the cog, which again, you can't get into his chest, so set that aside. And then we get a special accessory here. We get the helmet, his welding helmet. It looks like it's lifted up, kind of like happened in the movie. And overall, it looks pretty good. Let's go over the articulation. Head's on a ball joint, up to there, down to there, side to side, rotates around. Shoulders on a ball joint. Hinge, just like Optimus, goes up to there, down to there. A little bit of butterfly out of that ball joint. Rotation at the bicep. This time we have a single jointed elbow, but it still gets you past 90 degrees. Wrists are on a ball peg, so in and out, rotation, up and down. Rotation of the waist, no ab crunch. Hip skirts are a little different. They're on a pin, so you can lift those up. Legs will kick up to there, back to there, out to the side. Rotation at the thigh and at the ball joint of the hip, so you can kind of rotate them independently. Single jointed knee gets you 90 degrees on this one. You have ankle tilt, ankle pivot forward and backward, and a rotation since it's on a ball joint. Alright, last but not least, we have Elita-1. She also comes with the jetpack and extra cog, and there's her build. Again, all of them are simple, straightforward. Just wanted to show it to you. So, I think we have to get the foot on here. And this goes like this. Yeah, there you go. And then we need to get her front and back plates on. I'm guessing this goes here. Yeah. And then this one, there's a square peg for the rear. Looks like that. This seems to pop off very easily, so just be aware of that. Give it a nice push, but it does seem to pop off really easily. Alright, so let's get the other leg together. This one, they put the torso and waist as one piece. So you can go ahead and assemble that. The arms will take this, plug that into there, and shoulder piece is going to plug in on the outside. There you go. You got to make sure that gets tabbed in. And then we've got this piece here, kind of easy. There's only one spot for it to go. And then the hand plugs in here. And then go ahead and plug that in on the shoulder. Oh, that's really tight. All right, go ahead and do the same thing on the other arm. All right, now they go both arms, and just FYI, I had this backwards. It's supposed to be on the outside, not the inside. Now let's go ahead and grab the head and plug that in. All right, there you go. There's Elita-1 built up. Does have some blue paint for the eyes, silver up here, a little bit of white paint. Here's the back. Does clean up nice. Comes with the same accessories as the others, but let's just take a look. You can pop off its backpack, give her the jetpack. And of course we get the cog, which doesn't fit, but you can look at it. And then we get the alternate hands. We have the open hand. And these are a little tricky to get in, but looks like that. Or you have the very open expressive hands. So if you want to use that, you can. And these knee pieces really like to pop off very easily, so you just have to pay attention. I'd recommend just gluing those on so they don't keep falling. Let's go over articulation. Head's on a ball joint, up to there, down to there, side to side, and rotation. This one feels a little different than the others. Shoulder rotate around on ball joint. Hinge will get you up to there. This one's not as articulated as the others. Ball joint gets you a little bit of a butterfly. Rotation at the bicep. Single jointed elbow this time gets you up to there. And there's a click point. It's kind of locks in right there. So wrists are on a hinge, so in and out, up and down, rotation. Waist swivel, no ab crunch. Legs kick up to there. The hip skirts are on the side now, so you can lift those up and out of the way. Legs kick up to there, back to there, out to the side. Rotation at the thigh and at the ball joint receiver. Double jointed knee this time. Two bends. It does look nice to get that nice knee piece, but like I mentioned, it likes to fall off, so I recommend you just glue that on. It doesn't need to keep falling off. And then for the feet, you have tilt forward and backward, side to side, and a rotation. So final recommendations on the Yolopark Transformers 1 Cogless Bumblebee, Orion Pax D-16, and Elita-1. I'm going to give this a 4 to 5. I'm going to recommend it. They're pretty neat little figures. I will say I think that the strongest one is probably D-16. He looks the coolest. It's actually the biggest, which was a little odd for me. Like, I'm not sure why it's so much bigger than the others. And the weakest one is probably Elita-1. It's just the knees popping off is a little bit of an issue, although you could probably just glue it back on. And just overall, it doesn't feel as polished or finished because there's not a lot of paint compared to the others. I also like Bumblebee just because he comes with this extra, welding helmet, so that's kind of cool. As a set, I think they look pretty good together. And I think if you're planning to get the cogged modes, then it'd be nice to display them next to them because they're a smaller scale, smaller size. So when we take a look at those, we'll bring these back in. Some of the kind of negatives, though, is the price point has been increased. And these are relatively smaller in scale. So here's a AMK Mini, which was roughly $10 back when it came out. And Bumblebee and Elita-1 are about the same size. Optimus is a little bit bigger, and the Megatron is much bigger. So for roughly the same size, you're paying $15 a piece for these. I'm not sure they're $15 a piece worth compared to AMK Mini. I think they should have just tagged these as AMK Mini series and then put them out that way, and then put out the others as AMK or AMK Pro. So that the packaging and marketing around it is a little strange to me. I'm not sure why they're calling this AMK if it's, you know, this smaller size. But either way, I do still think if you're a fan of these characters and you want to collect some of the toys, I think these are pretty fun little action figures. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.